Namaste, great day. Yes, people always want to say, and I get these detractors and I get these people, Nietzsche on the people coming and yelling, and then, ones that want to say they've been on this path and never really participated, going off on an angst rant. But, you know, um, But again, people want to say, why are you so negative? Why don't you focus on your own thing? Why are you focusing on there? Why do you care? Why don't you just leave him to do whatever he's doing? Why don't you, you know? And people want to come here, you know, with all their drama and opinion. I didn't ask for your opinion. I didn't ask for your drama. Okay? As a guru, did my path, over 40, 50 years of it, put together a path, a way forward for people, okay? And made a commitment to the universe to give back in whatever way I can. That I have been doing. Now, I'm sorry if you see something negative in going against lies and spin with truth. Okay? Now, that's not negative. What's negative is when you are in delusion, you are spinning, you are putting out false facts as a way to draw people in to this web and this net of lies and deception. So when a guru is there to expose lies and deception, that's not negative. Okay, you have a very wrong take on that. Okay, people have to start to stand up. And people are so with this idea you have to turn a blind eye. La, 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 I don't see anything. I don't hear anything. La, 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 la. As long as my life is going okay, I don't care what anybody else does. It's okay. Blinders on. La, 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 la. Well, no, I'm sorry. I think that's totally irresponsible. Okay? So I'm not going to take the easy way out. That's the easy way. Okay? Not to see anything, not to hear anything, be like the deaf, dumb, and blind monkey sitting there. That's not standing in integrity. I'll take the blows, I'll take the bullshit, I'll take all your angst and your skewing and your ranting and raving. And again, that only shows those that have to rant and rave and put out nasty things, not based on truth, but based on their delusional deception. Okay? I'll stand up. I'll continue to stand up. And that's something that's taught on this path. Honesty, integrity, transparency, and sacredness. Part of that is being willing to stand up for truth. Not running away because of somebody may say something about you, Being willing to stand in the gap for people. Okay? So again, I have nothing, I don't have any really anger towards these people. No matter how much they want to try to be nasty and negative, but I'm not going to allow them to continue to post nasty, negative things on my channel. I'll block them and send them on their way, because the more they do that, the more they want to come against light with deception, deceptive tactics, nasty, demeaning, egregious nonsense, the more karma they are making for themselves. Okay? I don't want to see anybody making for themselves egregious karma. Okay, I want to move people forward. I want to see them have a beneficial life. Okay? Even ones like Nityananda. But he has got a lot of karma that he's going to have to pay back. He will be in, unfortunately, a hell realm for a very long time because of the lies and things he's been putting out there, and because he continues to induce others to fall low and use lies and deception in order to draw others in. Okay? So that's it. You know, again, you can sit there and get as nasty, angry, spitting mad as you want to. But, you know, genuine gurus are going to stand up for truth. You know, every guru has had a detractor, even Ramana. Everybody go, but Ramana. No, even Ramana. Paul Brunton was pissed off. He went to Ramana and wrote a scathing book about what he didn't get. He went to Ramana, same thing as I get from people here. You know, oh, I didn't get powers. I didn't get this. I didn't get that. I didn't hear what I wanted to hear. And they want to try. Max, stop it. Max. There's nobody there. Stop. Oh, maybe they're doing a trash thing out there today. Max just gets crazy. Maxwell. Max. Mad Max, get over here, Mad Max. Mad Max. Oh, he's so funny. Come on, Mad Max. Come on up here. Stay up here and stay out of trouble. Yeah, you're just a troublemaker today. Yeah. He said, but I hear him out there. I can't stand it. So, anyway, you know, no, Ramana had a couple people who wrote scathing books about him. The same thing on a rant. They went there with false expectations, okay, and didn't feel like they got what they wanted, and so they're going to write a scathing thing about Ramana. Again, had nothing to do with Ramana. Okay? It had to do with their own angst and their own projections and their own drama. Okay? So every guru has to deal with this. Okay? Part of the thing. You can't please everyone. Not everyone is going to be happy, and you don't try to please everyone. I'm not going to bend over and, excuse the expression, kiss somebody's ass to give them what they want. You know? This path is the way this path is. And either people are ready to walk it or they're not. And if they're not ready to walk this path, they don't put in the effort. Don't go away. Get your nose in a huff, you know, get your nose out of joint and want to write some scathing type of drama and just sit there and ramble on and on and on about how your poor little ego is not happy. Okay? Yeah, the particular one that's going on now out on a rant, really, I don't even know this person. They say they watched videos for 10 years. They say they were in the online ashram. They never participated, didn't write. They wrote hardly any type of post, weren't doing the practices as given. Okay? And then want to come back and put a blame game here for what they don't do. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay? I'm not willing to follow. I'm not willing to listen. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear that. I'm not going to listen to it. I'm going to pick and choose what I'm going to do. Very little. And then I'm going to sit there and try to write a scathing report about what I didn't get. Oh, I guess they come in and they want people to cater to them. Okay? So apparently, at the time, I had said something about Kali, and they went off on a bender about that. Okay? And left in a huff saying they were more into the Christian thing. Okay, so fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? Be in the Christian thing. There's nothing, I have nothing against Christianity. Speak about Christ and what was said and the whole thing. They all mesh together. Okay? But if you have to compartmentalize things and then go on a big huff, then and that says something about you, not about the path. Okay? When people come in and I tell them do not mix practices, and they come in and they want to pick and choose what they're going to do and not do and mix practices from other places and then wonder why it doesn't work again, don't come back here and then say, you know, it's a failed path. No, the failure is in their ability of not putting anything into motion the way it's supposed to be. Okay? So again, you know, every path gets some sort of a detractor, etc. Okay, fine, well and good. But again, be honest with yourself. First pointings on this path were not even gotten. Honesty, integrity, transparency, and sacredness. In these rants that are being put out there, they have violated most of that. Okay? It's the way that is. Anyway, so again, you know, standing up for truth is a very important part of a path. These paths that just sit there and say, you know, oh, if you're enlightened, you're supposed to be sitting on a rock and you don't get involved with society, you don't get involved with this, you don't get involved with that, then you don't know anything about realization, enlightenment. There are some that will sit there and do nothing. There will some that will stay in meditation. There will some that will become activists for society. But you have such false beliefs and boxes that you want to put everything into. And if it doesn't fit your box, tick your ideations about it, then it's fake, it's false, it's this, it's that. Well, so easy to sit there and discount it. Okay, to make yourself right and your ego to be happy. But your ego is not happy. You're in suffering. Okay? So again, people are cutting their own throat with their drama. Okay? Cutting their own throat with their drama. And if they want to do that, they're well able to continue to sit there and suffer. Okay? But again, you know, Guru's here to give an opportunity for people to move forward. Whether you want to take the opportunity or not, it's up to you. Nobody's twisting anybody's arm to be in the online ashram. Nobody's twisting anybody's arm to stay. And if you leave, we don't go chasing you to come back. Okay? Contrary to some people that want to put a spin that I'm some sort of a stalker after my... No. It's like, don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out, okay? Enjoy your life, whatever you're going to do. It's your life. Go do it. Okay? So again, people want to put out these things that have no basis in reality. It's only in their reality of their mind spin, what they want to use as a way to justify their going. Okay? So, whatever. But again, you know, students on this path, part of it is standing in truth. Okay? Not running, not hiding, not, you know, again, stand up for truth. What it is and what it's not. Doesn't mean one gets nasty Again, this is another problem with ashrams that are cults. When you have people that go out and they think standing for truth or their idea of truth, their delusional spins, means going out there and doing nasty, egregious behaviors. That's not standing for truth. That's showing that you do not have a light of truth. Okay? You're still in darkness, because that is a activity of demonic type of things. Okay? So if you are engaging in demonic activity, how can you say it's a spiritual path of clarity and light, and wow, you're getting so much from it? That belays that fact. Okay? It belays that fact. Okay? I wish, I would be happy if all I had to do was sit here and prop up everybody and say wonderful, sweet, sweet words all the time. But part of this type of a path, a Kali type of a path, is saying sometimes the hard things that cut through. Guru's words are like a knife. They should cut through. Not just put these little furry nests for you to sit in. If you have to be in a little furry nest and you have to be spoon-fed, you're not ready for this type of path of confronting yourself and confronting the ideations and confronting the illusions, okay? To cut through it, to go beyond it, okay? Then you need a path that's more like a Buddhist path of sit there and you do your thing, and I'm taking in compassion and I'm giving out compassion, and I'm going to ring my bell and I'm going to say the names, and I'm, okay, well and good. Because you're not ready. You don't have the strength. You don't have the stamina. You don't have the understanding to do a more intense path. Okay? So again, when I read these news articles, what's going on with Nityananda or anything, and don't think, that I haven't said things about other paths. I've said things about Osho, okay? Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, Sai Baba, okay? There's been many paths I've talked about that they are, Sai Baba was a pedophile, for God's sakes. Maharishi Mahesh Yogi spoke in doublespeak all the time, circular talk that went nowhere. And he said the most ridiculous things ever, like move a whole river in Germany because it's not sattvic. Really? Has nothing to do with spirituality. Or Osho. Go do whatever you want. Go have sex. Go fight. Go do this, Go run amok with your ego and you'll feel great. It's not cutting through anything. Okay? Just gives you a license for, again, bad behavior. And I think that's why they like some of these ones, like Nityananda, that gives a license for bad behavior. In fact, encourages it. What does this say about a path that encourages bad behavior? That has a section that says go after people. Go do whatever you can. Go ruin them. Go do whatever you can. Again, that's a cult. That's not a genuine spiritual path that wants to have people get towards enlightenment. They want to oppress them. Okay? So I'm going to leave this here. And hopefully this has straightened down a few things. It's probably going to make a few people even more angry and spitting mad and whatever. But, again, ones that want to come and they want to put their egregious comments, you're not a guru, you're this, you're that, all your bullshit nonsense. You can stay in your limited mind of hate and angst and whatever, spitting anger, and I will stay in the stilled mind of 0 point balance. And it's like a duck. The water rolls off my back and it's done. Whereas you stay cranking on it and cranking on it and cranking on it. And that's the difference. Okay? In realization, in Turiya Theta, one is in that still place. Okay? So you can say, I'm not enlightened all you want. Doesn't mean a thing. It's not going to change the reality here. Okay? It's simply not. Okay? The reality is the reality is the reality. Enlightenment came here in 1999. And let me address this other one. As far as people saying, that if you say you're enlightened, you're awakened, then you're a liar. It's not true, because those that are there don't speak of it. Buddha said, I'm awakened. Okay? Those that want to bring up the Buddha thing, Buddha never, he said, I am awakened. I am enlightened. That's what it means. I am enlightened. He proclaimed it loud and clear. I am enlightened. I am awakened. Okay? I have something of import to tell you. Okay? I'm here to show you the way. I am here to impart wisdom. Okay? So those that want to get on this thing, well, if you say you're awakened, you're not awakened, you're not, well, that's bullshit. Okay? Yet again, another nonsense. Okay? Another nonsense. Nonsensical ideas. There are many gurus that, when they were alive, take Kabir for example. Kabir was an enlightened being. The Hindus hated him. The Muslims hated him when he was alive. Why? Because he challenged them. He challenged them. He said the hard things. Okay? He said the hard things. After he died, they all wanted to claim him. When he was alive and he was challenging their belief systems, he was putting it in their face, they hated him. Look at Christ. Christ was there to reform what was there. He put it in their face. And who set him up? The scribes, the Pharisees, the religious of the day. Set him up. Okay? So to sit there and say, well, Christ would never say something. No, this would never say anything. That would never say anything. It's nonsense. Yet again, you don't understand history. You don't understand gurus that speak up for truth. You don't understand. Okay? Some gurus are very hard, like Yukteswar. He was not a kissy guru. His Yogananda was, but his guru Yukteswar was very strong, and he stood up. Okay, I just happen to be a very strong guru. I'm not one that just is sitting there, trying to fluff everything all the time. I'm a guru that's, that's why my spiritual name is Kali Udamananda Giri. Kali Udamananda Giri. I don't give out my spiritual name very often, but it's Kali Udamananda Giri. The bliss and the joy of being enlightened within that aspect of Kali. Okay? That's my spiritual name. That bliss of being enlightened and giving out that wisdom, that energy of Kali. Okay? So if you think that's a kiss-ass type of guru, you are sadly mistaken. Okay? This is, again, a tantric type of a path. Okay? using what's available in every moment to break through the illusions and delusions that one has carried forever, okay? That's a tantric path. I don't say tantra very often because, again, people have these mistaken and false notions of what tantra is because of the way it's being so abused. The name of it, misnomer, just like Kundalini path, misnomer when they say they're doing Kundalini yoga, has nothing to do with the Kundalini path, Kundalini yoga. Okay? There's no understanding of a Kundalini path. It's so far away from it as to be laughable. Okay? So again, I wanted to clear the air. I'm not sure how many days I'll be online. I've got to still, like I said, I've got to go up. Been asked to have a very, very great honor in the Cherokee Nation, for the Eastern Cherokees, to be the head medicine woman for a ceremony, some ceremonial things. So I take that as a great, great honor to be put in that position to be asked. So I am absolutely, I was made to promise I would be there and do that, and I have promised I would do that. So I will be going there. Okay, so I will be going, but I will try to be, when I leave, I will try to be on the internet maybe in the evening and try to keep up with things, but I will be traveling, and we'll see. Anyway, I'm just getting as you can see, I'm getting everything together. Trying to pack all my moccasins and all my other stuff that I have to take, waiting for a ceremonial fan to come, because I wanted to have a special something for this, and so then I'm off and down the road, or up the road in this case, to participate in that. So again, those that want to sit here and call me a liar, I'm not enlightened, I'm not this, I'm not that, you know, again, not too many Native American tribes are going to ask somebody to be a head medicine woman if you're full of shit. Okay, I just put it that way. Because that's a position of honor for them to give that, especially if you are not, you know, of that tribe. It's a very big honor to be asked to do that. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. Namaste, everyone. Have a great day. Hopefully this has cleared up some things yet again. If you want to look, you know, at somebody that's really was a strong I love Kabir. Kabir is one of my favorites. I mean, he did not mince words. Kabir did not mince words. I think I'm gonna look and see if I can order some books, some things with Kabir, so that I can read, so you can see. I mean, Kabir was just full on hardcore. Okay, full on hardcore. And there have to be some gurus that are full on hardcore. Okay? There are not many people that will like them. It's not about being popularity contest. Which I would like to say to our young friend that wrote in at 12 years old. But Nityananda's got a bigger fan club than you. It's not about being popular. Yes, the popular gurus are those that will play to everyone's ego. Okay? Hardcore guru doesn't play to people's egos. You know, they're going to just be sharp and cutting and cut through to the quick of what needs to be done to move people forward. Therefore, they will have very few followers, because most people aren't ready to hear that. They want to have propped up with little pillows and spoon-fed and patted on the back at every turn. rather than being in a place where they will walk the path, do what they need to do, keep their own counsel, and go forward. Okay? So again, I'm going to leave this here, and my thing has just closed off, so let me open this so that I can close this. There we go. Okay, so namaste everyone. Have a great day. If you have any questions, be sure to put them in the comments section. I will get to them. And to my students that have been sending in your report as to where you're at, what's taking place on the path, those that are ready for something deeper, it may take me a little while to get to that, but I will be giving you, those that are ready, some more of the deeper practices, whether it's to reinstate for you COS and the full-on mantra for that. Some people have been doing half that mantra, but if you're ready, I'm ready to give you the full-on mantra. And then for those that have been doing COS and the mantra, when you're ready to go forward to our other mantras that I give that are ready to start cutting through, really cutting through layers, you know, I'm getting ready to give that out to you. Again, these are not given out to the public. Public wouldn't know what to do with them, and they are only for those that are in Kundalini awakenings that have reached a point where they need to start cutting through. Okay, so I will leave this here. Namaste. Have a great day, everyone. See you online. And God within me recognizes God within you. Namaste.